Hello everyone, this is Monica. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for you on your love life. Is the person who you are meant to be with going to turn up in the near future? Is your marriage proposal going to work out? Are you going to meet your soulmate within the next 3-4 months? And any such similar questions. So let's get started and let's see what the cards have in store for you. So these are the three piles, three stack of cards that are going to tell you about your love life in the near future, in the next 2-3 months. What does your love life have to say for you? What does it hold for you? So this is, the stack number 1, stack number 2, and stack number 3. Please pick any one stack that you resonate with, that attracts you, that you feel pulled towards. I will also be putting an object on one of them to help you to choose better. Okay, so this is a pearl drop stone, light pink, white, and this is for pile number 1. This is a absolutely ocean blue, indigo Persian blue marble for pile number 2, which is not wanting to stay on the cards, but here it is. And this is a pink and white stone which has some grains or white lines in it, and it's a very unusual stone which I found on a trip somewhere, so I have kept this on pile 3. So 1, 2, 3. Please pick any pile that calls to you, that resonates with you, which is going to tell you how your future in your love life or your married life, or finding your soulmate, or finding your partner, the one totally correct for you. Is he or she there for you on the cards? Is marriage on the cards for you in the next 3-4 months? Finding that perfect person, or is your current relationship going to work out and culminate into marriage, or whatever it is related to your love life. So do pick up any one of these, and I will post this in the links below. I will post the timestamps so you can directly go to the pile that you have chosen. Okay, this is the stack number 1, the one with the pearl drop in pink and white. And let's see what stack number 1 has in store for you all. I will be opening the first 3 cards. Interesting. Okay, so this is the moon card, and this is the 7 of Wands, and this is the 2 of Cups. Now this card, let's work on what the moon card says for you, for your love life. The moon actually is a mysterious card, and it's maybe full of illusions. So maybe it is telling you that there is a person in your life who is probably there, who's not showing his true colors or her true colors, or is probably, in a shroud of mystery around them, or, there is an illusion you have about that person and it's not really coming across the way it actually and truly is. And you are causing, with this card and with this is basically what 7 of Wands is, that you are resisting the flow of life. Maybe there's a person who wants to come into your life in a relationship, or who loves you and has expressed his or her feelings towards you, but you are resisting the feelings, you are resisting the flow of the person, and you don't want to go ahead with that relationship, maybe because you're just not feeling confident enough, or you're just in a state of wanting to resist, or maybe you're getting aggressive. And Two of Cups is a beautiful card that all lovers want to see, and it's basically a card of love and affection and an attraction between two people. This is a card that shows the attraction between two people. So presently maybe there is someone who's going to be coming into your life, who you're going to probably get really attracted to, and maybe you're going to have a love circle around you all, and somebody who understands you, somebody who knows you and who you connect with at a deeper level, and who you really see as a person who you can spend your life with. Or maybe if there's a marriage proposal and and you are feeling those feelings of love and like and connection. So if that is the case regarding a marriage proposal, or a person, or you've been with a person in a relationship who is getting those feelings from you, or who you are feeling this connection with, then that person is correct for you, that person is the right person for you, or that energy is there right now. If for example there is nobody on the cards right now and you're not seeing anybody, so that love is going to come into your life in the next 3-4 months. The energy of the love card is there, which is really good. And now the moon card is telling you to release all your inner demons. You've become overcome with anxieties, or you're suffering from phobias, or you're lacking courage to go ahead in a relationship, or you're lacking courage for allowing love into your life, for whatever reasons it could be. So it is telling you, the moon energy, that that bring the courage in yourself and allow the love to come into your life. Or maybe it is that you are in a relationship and you are having illusions about that relationship, and the person in the other person in the relationship is really not showing his true colors. So somewhere your intuition and your gut is telling you about it, but you're not following that gut feeling. So follow that gut feeling, and explore more about the person who's in your life. Or even if there is a proposal that is coming into your life, or a person who's just newly come into your life, and you feel he's the one, and everything seems correct, but there is something there, that your gut or your feeling tells you that is not correct, or just a thought, or just something like that. Or you may feel that maybe you're chasing after a fantasy, or you're having these unusual, bizarre thoughts, something like that is coming into your mind. Don't think that they're bizarre. Follow them through. Understand what they are trying to tell you. And exactly when these thoughts, I'm relating this with this, the Seven of Wands, these thoughts are telling you that go with these thoughts. Don't resist them. Don't resist the flow of them. Don't say that, okay, fine, just because you cannot see what's happening, that doesn't mean it's not true. Maybe there is something, in the relationship that maybe on the cover looks very interesting, but once you open the book, different things come out which may not be really true, and may not be really correct to how you are looking forward, or what you are looking in a love relationship. So just do follow that, because the love is there. The love is there. The love is definitely there. But don't discard those feelings, just trust them a little bit. They may be a little mysterious, have some courage. Go explore it deeper. Understand what they're trying to tell you as in a feeling, and, or maybe just have the courage to, take that step of love, and follow your gut, and don't resist it, and don't fight against it, and don't just go in the flow. Just go in the flow. If the person is there, or the relationship is there, it could be anything, or a new person is there and you don't know them very well, but your gut is telling you, that this person seems to be the correct person for me. But you're giving yourself all logic and this, and no, this is not this, this is not like that, and all. So just try what the universe is telling you. Just try, just go with the flow and see where it goes. Also, trust your intuition on it, trust your gut on it. And maybe the person is mysterious, maybe there's an aura around the person or something like that. Just go with the flow and see where it goes, because the Two of Cups is a very beautiful love card. So it's definitely showing love in your life, and in which form it's coming, and in which way the love is coming, that is for you to be open to. So just be open to people, and be open to what the universe is trying to tell you. And love can come to you from any way. It could come to you from a distant friend, or it could come to you from actually, if you maybe we combine this, it can actually come to you from a source that you least expect, from a real mysterious person, from a distant relative, or a distant somebody you haven't met or spoken to in years might suggest somebody, and you may logically discard that person. No, it may not work out. But don't do that. Just be open. Say yes. In the next 2-3 months, I just want you to just say yes to whatever is coming to you, you know, and follow your gut and your intuition. Okay, and now let us see what these two cards have in store for us. The remainder two, this is the World card and this is the Five of Pentacles. Okay, that's interesting. So now we've understood the combination, the connection between these three. Now these two basically need to be connected to these three cards. This is the World card. The World card is like when everything is nice and comfortable and absolutely okay and beautiful in your world. You know, it's like when you're at peace. It's like, you know, how after you eat a beautiful meal with lovely company and, you know, you have your pets around you and you're just feeling satisfied and contented, and, you know, that is what this card basically gives. That's the energy of this card. And then when we have the Five of Pence, the Five of Pentacles is, you know, it right now is showing you that things are hard, things are difficult, materialistically, on the material plane, you know, regarding money or wealth or career, things seem to be difficult, but that difficulty has a spiritual angle to it. Okay, the spiritual meaning can actually mean that maybe somewhere in a relationship or somewhere recently you have been maybe rejected or you have not been accepted, and, you know, you're probably feeling low and you're feeling not included and you're emotionally not feeling very good. But I just want to tell you that that is just a temporary feeling. Connect to your center, connect, you know, to your inner balance, and understand that, you know, that rejection is only temporary and it is not meant for you, and that good things are in store for you, as this is a beautiful card that is with this. And good, this is just showing that this is what is in store for you, you know, just being in a state of emotional well-being, contentment and total relaxation, and just allowing life to flow as it is. So if, you know, find your spiritual center, because, you know, this is showing that right now you, or maybe you're just not looking after yourself physically, or your partner is not looking after themselves physically, health wise maybe you're just down, or maybe in the near future your health is going to get affected somewhere, or your partner's health is going to get affected. So it is a good idea to take care of your health, because your health is also is a very important part of looking after yourself emotionally. It's like when you feel good physically, you will also feel good emotionally, because it gives you strength and vitality in your body to face life's challenges. So just take a little care about it. Now the World card with this shows that, you know, if there is a person in your life and you all are planning to get married, or, you know, you are planning to take the relationship further, then do that, because you're going to find a place of absolute contentment, and, you know, a place where you're just feeling relaxed and you're feeling comfortable. But also understand that this card says that you need to have a connection and you need to be involved with each other. You need to be involved with the surroundings. You need to be involved with what is happening around you. So it's a very positive sign that, you know, it is means that whatever your heart is desiring is going to, you know, for the love of your life or your relationship, whatever it is that you are wanting is going to be coming true for you. And but always do remember that, you know, what is your true happiness, what is true happiness for you. Always remember that. Always it is telling you that you're going to find your contentment, you're going to find the love of your life who's going to be there for you. And do not resist, allow it to flow, and follow your gut, follow your intuition, because your intuition will always guide you on the correct path. Don't go into illusions, and don't follow fantasies. Maybe there's some person, you know, who you've been really looking up to, who you really like, or who you really want to come into your life as a partner, but understand that maybe that is just a fantasy, you know, for you, and you're just, you know, trying so hard for it, but that is not going to work out for you. So you're going to have to allow that person, you know, to leave your life, or you're going to have to let go of that person for this new beautiful energy to come into your life, you know. So at that point of time, maybe that person is not reciprocating your feelings, and that's why maybe this feeling of rejection and you're feeling lack of acceptance from the person. But don't take it like that. As I said, find your balance, find your inner balance, and just allow that energy to go away from your life. And when that energy goes away from your life, you will be open and then flow. Allow the flow of the universe to come into your life, and when that flow starts coming into your life, you will find that person, that feeling of contentment, of love, of just being in a circle of love. In the near future, in the next 3-4 months, that feeling is definitely going to come into your life. It's waiting to come into your life, as long as you let go of certain illusions and wants. Not necessary that everything that makes you feel good is good for you. Remember that. So just focus on that and focus on your inner spiritual self, and you will be there. So we are done with the first stack. Okay, this is for all of you who have chosen this second stack of cards with this pearl blue marble. And let's find out what your love life has in the near future stored up for you. So we can open the cards. Oh, there's the star. That's a beautiful card. And temperance. And the high priestess. Okay, the 10 of swords. And the Knight of Cups. So these are all the 5 cards that I've opened up for you. So let's see what they have, what story they have for your love life in the coming 3 months. And let's see what they have to say of how your love life is going to go, and whether, love is coming into your life, or is marriage on the cards, or is there a proposal that is coming through, or maybe there is a proposal that may not work for you. And let's see which direction you need to take in your love life. Okay, let's start with the first card, that is the star. Now the star, this card is a card of hope, it's a card of serenity, it's a card of generosity. It is a card of hope. So right now, if you're really not seeing anything happening in your love life, and you're thinking, oh my God, this is the end, and there is nothing going to be coming, and I don't see anybody, and there is no love, no proposal, no relationship, nothing happened. This is a card that is telling you that there is light at the end of the tunnel. That right now, count your blessings, because that love is on its way. So it is telling you to look forward to your near future, and that love of yours is coming on its way. It is telling you and motivating you to think positively. It is telling you to stay stimulated, stay motivated. It is telling you that please feel inspiration, feel inspired, and expect greater things for yourself to happen. And also know that there is an answer. Like sometimes, when it's a very dark night, and there are no stars, and it's difficult sometimes to find your way, and even if there are some stars in the sky, you can really find your way. So this star kind of tells you that yes, there is a way for you, and there is a star for you up in the sky that is waiting for you. So right now it is telling you to find your center, and don't get troubled and hassled by this. So it is telling you, keep your hopes high, and love is on its way. Now we shall go on to the second card, that is Temperance. Temperance is a card that denotes balance, health, and temperance. Temperance is like a combination of modifying a certain thing or changing a certain thing. This card actually tells you to maintain a balance in your life. Find the middle ground, avoid excess in any situation, reach a compromise, or, start feeling centered and secure in yourself. And, come into a state of an inner balance, come into a state of, understanding that what brings opposites together, or, a state of compromise. So maybe you are probably in a situation or a relationship or something that is coming into your future, which may be asking you to do this, may be asking you then not to go on an extreme stand regarding a proposal or a marriage or something, but to come into a middle ground and understand where the relationship is coming from, And this also tells you that you are enjoying a state of well-being, of health, which is really good for you. And you know, you're in a very nice, comfortable state right now of flourishing and, you know, healing and having renewed energy in your life. So this is basically a card, you know, that combines forces, like gets it all together, like your health, your middle balance, and finding the right mix. So this is also a card that means joining with someone, with others. So maybe, you know, it is giving you an indication that maybe you might find a person in your life, you know, who also, it could be that you might find a person in your life who is centered, who is balanced, you know, who has an air of calmness and is very uh, grounded in life. Now such people may come across as boring, you know, to other people, but they are not. They're very grounded and they're very set in what they want to do in their life. So maybe if such a person comes into your life, do give it a thought, do think about it. Don't just negate the person as thinking it's, you know, that person is boring, he or she is really not interesting, doesn't do. But that person probably has an aura of calmness around him or her, and you know, is probably uh, may not be very flamboyant and adventurous, but is grounded. That means he has, you know, his life in order, like his maybe job or work, or his mind is centered. And you know, these are qualities that you can actually look for in the person and actually appreciate if you go beyond the boring. So maybe if you're looking for that kind of an energy that is coming through with this card, don't just negate it. That is what this card is telling you. Like, allow it to come, allow it to come. So even if it's a conflicting situation, this card is telling you that look for balance, look for balance, look for cooperation, and see where that energy takes you for now. Now we come to this card. This is the High Priestess card, and this is a very beautiful energy this card gives you. You know, it tells you to like trust your intuition. It has an air of mystery, an air of potential, you know. So, and it also, you know, tells you that you can just be patient. Just be a little patient and the right thing is coming for you. So, you know, the love is, or the relationship is, that is coming into your near future. You know, you've got to just trust it intuitively. Trust your intuition about the person or the proposal or the relationship. And you know, be open and receptive. Don't say no like at the first time. You know, maybe your mind may say no, but just keep yourself, you know, a little bit open, and you know, see the potential in the particular relationship beyond what the obvious tells you, and try and see beyond that. Sense what is there that is hidden. And it's also like, you know, an opening to the unknown. Maybe it's a territory in your particular relationship that is for both parties right now, or both partners in a relationship, that is your, you know, you're in an unknown territory. A certain situation has happened in which both of you don't know how to handle it or what to do with it. So this energy of this card tells you that, okay, hang in there, be patient, allow whatever is coming through, you know, just wait. Like you put the seed, just wait for it to flower, just wait for it to happen, allow the development to happen. Don't just, you know, like come to conclusions right now. Become a little bit aware of a higher reality, a bigger reality. Keep your mind a little open, and I will tell you later how we will connect these cards once we connect it with the other cards. But for now, this is just telling you that, you know, you have to look beyond what you can see, feel, touch, you know, beyond the obvious. So trust your guts, trust your intuition with this one. Now we come to the Ten of Swords. This is the Ten of Swords, and this is a man, you know, he's lying down on a road and with all these swords, and he's not actually really injured that badly as much as he thinks that he is. So, you know, this card has an energy that right now maybe you're in a situation where, like, you know, like him, it's like having a victim mentality that, oh my God, maybe you're in a position where all your friends are married or everybody is in a love relationship and you're not finding the right person, or, you know, you're not getting any proposals only for marriage, or you're not finding the right person while everybody else has found the right person. And everyone else is married and you're really feeling miserable and you're like, oh my God, you know, you're on that why me. and why isn't it working out for me? Or maybe you've just broken up in a relationship and it didn't work out, so you're like, oh my god, look at other people's relationships, they are working out, but why isn't my relationship working out? So it's just a it's just a place that you are in, which is giving you this very self pity kind of a place, or you're just feeling, oh my god, you're feeling very bad for yourself, and you're generating a lot of that kind of an energy. But do understand that when this card turns up, that it is now time for you to just get this energy out of your system. And when you see this card, it means that right now whatever you are feeling that you haven't found, and other people have got love in their life, or somebody else is married, and you feel you have reached a certain age and you're still not marrying, and or maybe a particular relationship didn't work out, or whatever whatever these feelings, whatever these thoughts and feelings generate in you, you have to get rid of these feelings. And you have to understand that when this card turns up, it means that it is time for all of these feelings to go away from your life. It means that now things are only going to get better, and the only way up in this situation is up. Like, you might feel really low in the dumps and feeling, oh my god, why am I stuck in this, and things can't get worse than this, and I'm really reaching for the pits. But understand that this is a card, that it is always the darkest before the dawn. So if you're feeling you've lost all hope and there's really nowhere to go, and you're feeling powerless, and you're feeling, oh, maybe at a point you have reached where you feel like, oh my god, this is my destiny, I will never get married, I will never find the love of my life. So just remove that energy, and this card is telling you that things are definitely going to go up now in your life. Okay, now we will come to the Knight of Cups. This is the Knight of Cups. The Cups, for it is a card of emotions. A lot of emotions are there in this card. It's a person maybe over emotional, romantic, and it has feelings of sentiments which are expressed beautifully. Or sometimes the sentiments you can get so carried away by your sentiments that it becomes unrealistic, or it becomes melodramatic in your life. So these are all the energies that this card brings in, and I will be able to tell you more once I relate this card to the rest of the cards, because individually the card probably has a meaning which may or may not resonate with you, because it could be like right now you are having an overactive imagination, or somebody who's coming into your life is probably like that, or somebody is like never takes the mundane path, and is always somebody indulging in like idyllic kind of daydreaming kind of a person. So it's a very emotional card, a very sensitive card. So it can relate to a person who has these qualities of being sensitive, maybe melodramatic, maybe takes offense easily. So it could either be related to you, or it could be this is the energy that either one of the people are bringing in an existing relationship, or maybe it could be somebody who's given you a proposal, who's probably coming from that energy. So you need, or if this energy is coming from you, then you need to understand, is this energy hurting you or is it good for you according to the situation. It's like if you're daydreaming for a long period of time and you keep daydreaming, which is okay, good if you're dreaming, but that daydreaming should not hinder your progress in life. It should not hinder your practicality. It should not make you have illusions of things which are not really there, but because of your daydreaming you start thinking that, oh my god, that they're there. So that doesn't work for you. So maybe this needs that you need to also value your inner life, and also but not go excessively inside, and try and maybe work on your feelings, work on self-improvement. So and this energy could be, again, as I said, related to the person in coming into your life, or you yourself, or it's the energy that is in your relationship, or it is probably the energy that is going to come in, which I'll be able to tell you once I relate all of these cards together for you. Okay, so now let's see what the love life has for you in the near future. There is hope. There is a lot of hope coming in with proposals, with love, meeting the right person, but you need to be, balanced in your mind, in your thoughts, in how you take your decision. don't get carried away and, you know, believe in illusions. Even if there is somebody in your life, do try and look beyond the obvious. You know, do try and look beyond what you can see. And, you know, sometimes when you're so greatly in love, or you're already in a relationship, or there's a proposal that comes for you, and, you know, you are not able to see beyond. So do try and see beyond, because this card also makes you think, you know, like, there are people who, maybe you come across a person who does not like to face conflict and does not like to face unpleasant situations, and, you know, he or she lets the other person do the facing of the conflicting situations. So just be careful of that energy coming into your relationship, or even if it comes in through in a proposal, just be aware, be alert, and trust your gut and your intuition. Trust it very much, because these cards are telling you that you have to trust your intuition. Now, because this is a little extreme card in emotion, so this card also tells you that you need to maintain a balance with your emotions. There is a need for moderation in whatever you're feeling. So if a proposal comes through, and when it comes through, you know, go beyond what you can see obviously, and try and investigate further in the person. But there is hope, because your life is going to change. Love is coming into your life, and things are going to get better, and things are going to get happier. So you don't have to come into this, why me, oh my God, and I'm feeling so bad, and why am I not getting into finding my perfect soulmate and finding my partner. He or she is there for you. Trust your intuition, maintain your balance, and remember that you have unlimited possibilities that you hold within yourself. You've just not explored them. So, you know, understand where you're coming from before you, you know, say yes to a proposal. Understand what is it that you want in your life. So when this person comes into your life in the coming near future, as I'm saying, understand what the person is saying. You know, if the person is very emotional, you know, the person maybe who's coming into your life may be of an emotional type, you know, an emotional personality, or very fluctuating personality, or very, you could say, spontaneous, or, you know, adventurous. So that kind of a personality needs balance. So if you come from a balance, and you have a balanced kind of an energy, then that will work for both of you. But if you will not be able to maintain balance, and you are also, you know, of an adventurous kind of, you know, of a person who's also similar, then that person may probably be not right for you. So right now these cards tell you that there is hope, and you are going to find that person. So get rid of this energy that I'm the only one, I haven't found love, or my relation's not working out, and, you know, I always attract the wrong people in my life, and why isn't the right person's coming in. Just let go of that energy. Keep up to the positive expectations that that right person is coming into your life, or you are right now in the correct relationship meant for you. Trust your intuition, go with it, because it will always guide you, and allow the situation to flower, allow the situation to grow. Don't be in a rush, just wait patiently, allow it to flow. If there's a proposal, take your time, think about it, don't rush into things. As I said, don't go by the illusion of what you see. Very careful, be careful, maintain a balance, understand and adjust, and, you know, for sometimes just come from a level of calmness, and you will always, you know, be able to understand what's happening. So the love energy is there, it is coming in the next 3-4 months, and just follow. It is there, the person who has to come into your life is coming in. So just follow your gut, and everything will work out. Okay, hello everyone, this is for all of you who have chosen the third stack of the cards with this funny looking stone that I found somewhere. And, you know, if you connected with the stone or the third pile, and then this is the pile meant for you. This is the pile which is going to tell you what is coming up in your love life in the near future, next 3-4 months. And however it resonated, it doesn't matter if you got attracted to this, or you attracted to the third pile, or whatever it is, as long as you connected to it. So as long as you connected to this pile, then this is the correct pile for you. So now let us see what these cards have in store for you. Okay, wow, we have King of Cups. Oh my God, lot of emotion here. Yes, lot of emotion. which is brilliant, is what you need, of love coming into your life. Yes, and a lot of rest and a lot of letting go. So let us see what these cards have in store for you. Okay, so now we are going to be talking about the King of Cups. Now, he's a king of emotion. So a person with this kind of energy will be coming into your life in the near future. A person who's strong, who's confident, who's also caring. The qualities of a king, who's wise, who's diplomatic, and he'll have a certain air of knowing of what to do. People go to him for advice. So either such a kind of person is going to enter into your life in the near future, and maybe you may get a proposal from him, or presently you are or her, or you are presently in a relationship with such a person. A person who maintains his calm, is composed, and he actually gives you loving attention, and he understands human nature, and he can also like diffuse a situation when there's a lot of tension, and he can really bring about calmness in that situation, and he just knows what the right thing to say at the right time. So such a person can probably either come into your life, or probably you are in a relationship right now, or probably you come from that energy, as I really don't know what exact situation you all are in. So do understand that this is a general reading, so I take it into account whether you're in a relationship or not, or whether that, or you're attracting that energy in the near future. So if you are in a relationship with such kind of a person, or you are that kind of a person, so then that relationship is good for you. That is what this card tells you, that relationship is absolutely wonderful for you, and you're on your correct path. And if you are getting a proposal in the future, or you're going to find love in your life, so that person will probably have these qualities of being wise and being caring and being attentive, certain qualities that you really enjoy in your partner. Now then we talk about the next card. The next card is the Ace of Cups. Now Ace of Cups is also an emotion card, but it is on the top of the pack of the cards. And this basically again says that there is a lot of love coming your way in life now, and a lot of emotion and a lot of intuition. So you have to start letting your heart lead the way. Don't go by your head. Allow your heart. Get in touch with your feelings. Understand that if you're presently in a relationship and you're not able to connect with the person because maybe you put too much mind in it, so just keep the mind out of it, and just connect with your heart. Let your heart lead the way, and respond to messages which are coming from inside of you. Go with your gut. Tune in with yourself. This card definitely tells you. And it's a beautiful card of actually falling in love. So it's really telling you, that love is coming into your life. So allow it to come. Open up your heart. Allow that love to come. Let the love light shine in your heart, and it will come in the form of, however, in a proposal, come in the form of the qualities of a king, as I mentioned earlier. But allow that feeling to come, and just get rid of the negativity that you have in your life, and just let go of it, and just focus on all your positive, beautiful emotions of love and happiness, and and this is a definite card that you're either developing intimacy with a person, or you're developing a very close bond in a relationship with somebody, either who's present in your life right now, and maybe as a friend or something, and maybe it's developing, or somebody who's going to come into your life in the near future, with whom you're going to start developing this bond of love and intimacy. So it's going to be a beautiful relationship. So just go at a deeper level with yourself, and explore that relationship at a deeper level, so experience that 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 message is coming from inside. Come from the experience of knowing that, this is the perfect relationship for me. You will just know it in your heart. Once you listen to what your heart is telling you, once you listen to what your gut is telling you, and once you just allow the negativity out from your life, it's a very beautiful energy of love and intimacy, and love is definitely on the cards for you in the near future. So now we come to the card of Knight of Wands. Now this card has all the energy of a person coming into your life, or you're presently in a relationship with, of a person who's charming, who's self-confident or daring as a person. But sometimes an over charming person can also be looked at as being artificial, or somebody who's daring can also be very risky for his own self or her own self as a person. And maybe somebody who's passionate, very passionate, and but can also be hot tempered, and so these are all the emotions, and these are all the kinds of energies that you're attracting in your life for your love life now, which could have all these that I've mentioned. He could be very self confident, but if that energy could also go into overconfidence. So if it does go into overconfidence, then it would probably be, maybe the person is a little exaggerated. A person may exaggerate his accomplishments, or sometimes maybe very brash, and maybe very self assured at times, and could really over exaggerate situations and things and his own achievements. So if such a kind of an energy or such a kind of a person comes into your life, just be careful, just look at the person and understand where he's coming from. And this kind of a person will be, he's like kind of a person who's never afraid to try anything. Maybe the person that is, okay, if you're talking of somebody of love coming into your life, he could have these characteristics of, absolutely adventurous, not afraid to try anything. And other people may be just looking at him and saying, oh my god, well, look at the stunts this person is trying. And they may admire him for his courage and passion, and he's like a charmer and a very lovable kind of a person, and he's very sure of his abilities. But if you look at a deeper level, that could also just look at a little deeper level, because maybe he gets angry very fast, or he talks without thinking, or she. I'm just using he in a general term, but it could be a he or a she. And the person is also very reckless or irresponsible. Or maybe, right now this energy is something that is for you all in a relationship. Your relationship has become like this, very adventurous, and, there's a lot of temper going on in between the relationship. And there's a lot of passion involved in it. So, you have become very temperamental, very angry, very irritable in your relationship. So right now, it's asking you to just take a step back and think, are you stuck in a rut in a relationship right now? Are you stuck somewhere where you're thinking, if you want an out? Or maybe new love is coming into your life presently, and who's having these kind of qualities. So just be aware of these qualities in a person who's presently in your life, or who is going to come into your life in the future. Okay, so now we come to the Four of Swords. Now the Four of Swords is a card of, contemplation, rest, and maybe you've been just running around in life and you're thinking, okay, now, maybe I'm going to find the love of my life coming in, or you're in a relationship where, both of you are really not getting the time for each other and are not able to find time. So now is the time to actually rest. And sometimes doing nothing is the best thing that you can do. So in a relationship, if you are there, so just like kind of, take a break from each other, take a rest, allow your mind and body and spirit to heal, and get a better perspective to your relationship, and what's happening with it. And when you're actually, now you're waiting for love to come into your life, this is also telling you that don't rush into anything. Even if you've got marriage proposals right now, or you're waiting for them to come in, so just be patient, and just get a better perspective. And right now, just take the time to examine your motivations, like why do you want to get married, and where do you want to go with this, or just falling right now, being in the relationship, how do you want to take it forward, and what does love mean for you. And actually, it's a good idea to actually right now, rest, relax, and make a list of things of what you are looking for in a person, and what you expect out of love from a person. And just like it's like a time that's telling you that, okay, your future is going to change, so just get ready for your future. Just take a step back, relax, and just be ready for it, prepare for it, but take it easy. Come out of the rat race, come out of the rut, and just relax and spend some time in introspection with yourself. And when that love energy comes in, so you're prepared, you've rested, and so you'll always take the correct decision for yourself. Okay, and now this is the Five of Swords. Now this card basically, it kind of puts you in a little defiant kind of a situation, or you're like actually just setting aside concerns of other people and just concentrating on yourself. And so if you're stuck in a relationship, in which the other person is only thinking about himself or herself and is not able to think about you, or is probably indulging in some kind of a power play, or you're experiencing conflict probably, so now is the time to really take it easy. And also probably maybe you are going to experience love coming into your life, but you're probably in a conflict right now that maybe do you want it coming in your life, is this the right time for you? So you've got all of these things to think about. So but for now, don't lose sight of what is correct, and just go with that, and don't go on a one track situation and only thinking about yourself. Do think about people who are around you also. That's the energy of this card. It also tells you that in two ways, either right now you're feeling very neglected and people are not really bothered about you, and you're feeling in a space where maybe in your relationship you're getting neglected by your partner, or you're not able to bring yourself up and open yourself up to find the right person in your life, because you're coming from feelings of not being at ease with yourself. So just get rid of those feelings and allow that love to come in, which will actually be correct for you if you understand that you're connected to everybody, and love will come in and love will flow in, provided you also understand that it is not only related to your own interest in life, but looking after everybody's interest in life. Okay, so now we will just connect all these cards and relate it to your love life and what's coming in the near future. So you will have the energy of king, of a person who's calm, as I mentioned, and who's really comfortable in his own skin, and who people go to advice for, and he's caring. And also, but you also have this knight, so the person is adventurous and is confident, and but may also, such a person may also go over the top, and may be a little, may get into dangerous situations which are actually dangerous for that person's life, but may not realize it. So you just have to be careful with that kind of energy, and understand it. But the energy of the first card is so beautiful because it has love in it, and it has a caring person, the person who will bring you flowers, and who's caring, and who's charming, who's wise and understanding. So such a kind of energy and such a person is going to enter your life, and this card is, as I said, lot of love, lot of intimacy that is going to develop between you all. And so this person is like tolerant, patient, and will just love you and make you feel special, and allow you to grow in your own special way. But if right now you're not able to see it, so the card is telling you that rest, just take it easy, just be at peace with yourself, and just prepare yourself before the situation comes, as to what is it that you're looking for in the person, because the love is definitely coming in. It's coming in a relationship, or in a person, or as a boy or a girl, that is going to enter your life, and have all of these beautiful aspects of the king, and of love and intimacy and passion. And the knight says he'll be passionate and adventurous, but maybe here that kind of personality needs to just be a little curved down, but that you will understand. But right now you just need to take it easy, rest, introspect, probably understand what's going on inside of you before you actually say yes to somebody or yes to a relationship. And this card has a special energy for you right now. It like kind of tells you also that to take a decision with a calm mind, and don't just rush into an action, and understand all the prospects of the love that is coming in, which is definitely coming in with this one, that's for sure. This card, and you may feel a little bit of uncomfortableness, or a little bit, or maybe the relationship may start with a fight, or some kind of a discord, or some kind of a an uneasy situation. But if you go beyond that uneasy situation, you will find intimacy and love in that relationship, because this card is, maybe you just need to be a little patient, or you need to be a little compromising or adjusting, and go beyond that situation. And maybe there's a particular friendship that will develop into love, or a person who's going to enter your life in the next 3-4 months, who's going to be caring and loving, and who's going to give you the attention. But you have to be patient, and he's going to be there, and he's going to be charming, and have all of these beautiful qualities. And maybe in the starting, as I mentioned, or in the middle of it, you may on the first go not understand the person, or be in an uncomfortable situation, or probably have a kind of a discord or something. But don't get too bogged down by that, don't get too influenced by that. Just allow it to go. Just let it go, and don't get angry or impatient, because this is telling you that just be patient. Maybe that situation makes you angry and impatient or something like that, some kind of energy like that. But just allow that energy to pass. Just be patient, and that love will flow into your life for sure in the near future. Thank you for listening. And do like and subscribe my channel if you resonate with this, and do look up my upcoming videos too. So thank you very much, and have a wonderful life.